Cuban is talking about running for president again. Cuban's the billionaire from Mount Lebanon who owns the Dallas Mavericks. He said in an interview he would likely run as an independent.
David Highfield is here with what else he had to say and what people in his hometown are saying. David.
Yeah, Susan and Ken, this is interesting. Mark Cuban says he's considering a run in 2020. While he's talking about challenging President Trump, they do have a few things in common. They're both successful businessmen, and they both became better known to millions of Americans from reality TV. Trump on The Apprentice and Cuban on Shark Tank.
People are looking for an independent voice, a real independent voice that at least has an inkling of what they're talking about.
That's Mark Cuban in a CNBC interview at the New York Times Deal Book Conference. He believes not being a politician is an advantage now when running for president.
If you ran, you would run as a Democrat?
No, absolutely not.
As an independent?
Potentially, and I'd say...
Or as a Republican?
Republican before Democrat, most likely independent.
Cuban graduated from Mount Lebanon High School, so I asked people arriving for a school play what they think of the possibility of the community's billionaire native son making a run for the White House.
I would vote for him in a heartbeat.
Why?
Because he's amazing, he's innovative, he's hardworking, he has a tremendous work ethic, he believes in people, and he's energetic and enthusiastic.
I'm a Democrat and I'm not a huge Trump fan, so alternatives would be good.
Would you like to see him run?
Yeah, I would. He's level-headed and he knows how to run businesses, so it'd be a good idea.
The Dallas Mavericks owner's success story is well known here in Mount Lebanon, and some know how he started out.
He went around in the communities and sold trash bags. That was his first business.
So from 12-year-old garbage bag salesman to a run for the White House, Cuban won't commit.
The reason why I'm considering and haven't committed is because I've got 3 kids. What caring, loving parent would put an 8, 11, and 14-year-old child through this?
Well, he was asked in the CNBC interview what his wife thought of him running. She apparently asked, "Do you want to stay married?" So I guess she's against it. He says the advantage to running as a Republican is that he could go head-to-head with President Trump in the primary, and he says he would enjoy that. Ken?